Welcome everyone, Questini here with a discussion about the Old World mod for Total War Warhammer 3. And it's finally released fully. The beta ended, what, a day and a half ago? And now we get the full release for this incredible mod. From my perspective, this is the most impressive mod that I've played since the launch of 3rd Age Total War in Medieval 2. We have to go back as far back as Medieval 2 to get anything on this on a similar level. Now, this is not necessarily the fault of modders, because it was very difficult for them to modify the campaign map, as it were, within the Warscape engine. But now we finally can. And this mod is basically the community and a particular person, Cass Robbie, looking at Creative Assembly and saying, fine, I'll fix it myself. We finally have a massive map with a lot of regions that creates better campaign experiences than anything Creative Assembly has done in Warhammer 3, be it in Realms of Chaos or Immortal Empires. Now, the way this is achieved, and I've talked about this before, but to repeat, the way this is achieved is settlements are further spread apart from one another. So in Immortal Empires and even Realms of Chaos, you can reach one settlement at most in 2 turns. The vast majority, or a clear majority of them, you can reach in 1 turn. This is especially a problem in Immortal Empires, in particular when you consider the fact that you're almost never more than 1 province away from reaching another legendary lord. So what this means is that a lot of the issues that that do exist in the game, the auto-resolve, the siege-bound situation, the racial imbalance between certain factions get worse, because you get certain legendary lords that will almost always win certain fights, or at least will survive, because they're in such close proximity. But now, with things more spread out, you don't have to worry about so many annoying sieges. You don't have to, the auto-resolve, while it's still a problem, it's less of an issue when you have fewer settlements to fight every turn, as opposed to what you do have in Immortal Empires and Realms of Chaos. It's still a problem, but a lot of these problems just with a map, with a different map, become far less of an issue. A lot of the major issues we've had in Warhammer 3. Like, for instance, take this situation with Ikeclaw. Ikeclaw is a powerful legendary lord. I don't think anyone can dispute that. But the problem for him in Immortal Empires is he can't really expand very easily. Like, the best thing you can do when you're playing an Ikeclaw campaign is go take Sartosa, or take advantage of Sartosa trying to take Tylea, knock them out, go take Sartosa, cross the sea, go wipe out opponents, build a secure territory there, and then go back. Because dealing with Belagar, the Wood Elves, etc., with your starting situation, and they will certainly come for you, also Mogr, who doesn't like you, is difficult. But looking at the situation, Ikeclaw, and this applies for the AI as well, Ikeclaw will become a major threat. He starts with Skaven Blight, which is a free region province at the moment, so it's going to be far more useful for a Skaven. It is going to be an incredible economic powerhouse for Ikeclaw. Like, Skaven Blight is obviously useful in the base game, but it is limited, economically speaking, because the way the Skaven economy works, it's based heavily on getting a lot of regions in a province, getting a lot of structures, and then building the arcane generators into the Warpstone reactor. Well, if you have multiple regions in a province like this, then the power of the Skaven is certainly vastly increased compared to what we have in the base game. So what this means is Ikeclaw, who should be a really, really scary legendary lord to deal with, and many times he's not on the Immortal Empires campaign, will absolutely be. I mean, Forik starts pretty close to him, as it were, or to the east of him. I think it's not going to be an easy situation for Forik to deal with him. Or for the poor Fey Enchantress, who I really feel for the Fey Enchantress. Because she has Ikeclaw to the south, as she does in Immortal Empires, but now she has also Deathmaster Snitch to the west. And imagine that horror show. Deathmaster Snitch, Ikeclaw, teaming up against poor Bretonia. Oh boy, this is gonna be something. There's a lot of landmarks that have been taken from mortal empires and put in regions over here. There have been a lot of new landmarks that have been created, in particular for this mod. So there's a lot of landmarks that you see, like this is Caracade Peaks. And I think this is my favorite area of the campaign map. There's a lot of landmarks over here in Caracade Peaks. There's a lot of attention to detail. Not in terms of visual detail, like there's not as many VFX as you see in the Immortal Empires map. Though, without all of that fluff, really, because it is fluff, the map runs significantly better, and performance certainly is an issue in Mortal Empires. And this is not a small map. This is massive. It's basically the Warhammer 1 map enlarged by a significant amount, a bunch of new factions added on this map, and creating crazy situations. Welcome to the real Thunderdome. You think we've had Thunderdomes in Warhammer? Welcome to Albion, gentlemen. If you survive, well, if you survive, you know, like you've got Grimgor. You've got Grimgor, Manfred, Beyond Bow, Malice Starkblade, Be'lakor, Nakai, and Marcus Wolfhard all vying for supremacy over here. Who will win? Who will be annihilated? I'm gonna put my money on Grimgor. I'm gonna bet $100 on Grimgor. And imagine the situation where anyone who wins this war is gonna become an insane threat that you will not be able to deal with easily. You think Grimgor is hard enough to deal with in Immortal Empires? Imagine Grimgor taking over the entirety of Albion and launching invasions. That means he's going to have numerous provinces, multiple provinces, on a highly defensible island that can only be landed on in a couple of points. He's going to have a very strong foothold, and you are not going to easily dislodge him. Also, there's a lot of things that can work in Grimgor's favor over here. There's gold in this land, so that is gonna be pretty insane. There are certain things obviously this mod doesn't fix, because it doesn't fix the races, it doesn't fix those kind of issues. So the Empire still has a lot of issues because of Imperial authority and so on and so forth. But even the Empire does end up benefiting from the situation, from the different map design than it currently is in Immortal Empires, because now you don't have to run around like a maniac trying to keep the Electro Counts alive with, you know, fearing that Hockland is going to be wiped out in 10 turns or something like that. They will eventually be wiped out, but it's not going to happen as quickly. Also, if kind of funny aspect like the Hell Pit, you have Rot and Clean starting in the 9th circle of Hell. Now that's just fun. And dislodging Fraught, like in the base game, it's very easy for Kislev to deal with him because he only starts with one settlement. Enjoy dealing with Fraught over here as Kislev, because none of the Legendary Lords are close enough to prevent him from taking the entirety of Hellpit. And so by the time you arrive, he's going to be in an unbreakable position. Hell, even if you had the Underway, which you obviously don't as Kislev, it would still be a nightmare to dislodge him from this. But without the Underway, well, that's gonna be a biblical fight if I've ever seen one. And all I'm seeing here is a lot of fun potential. Or Cetra starting in the Castways, because he's got a score to settle with some people. Lore accurate in a way. And really, there's a lot more situations like this, like Sigvald, Archeon. Sigvald and Archeon starting close to each other, but having to contend with the might of Grombrindal, Axiatl, and Boris Ursus. Oof, that is gonna be a rough one for the team. Like, it's gonna be quite something that unfolds over here. Like, you've got Azazel, you've got Sigvald, you've got Archeon. Hell, you've got even Kolic. The heavy hitters, all concentrated in the same area. So there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of attention to detail. It's not just a big map with a lot of regions. No, it's a big map with a lot of thought, care, and effort put into it. And it really puts what Creative Assembly has done in both Immortal Empires and Realms of Chaos to shame. That is my perspective. So, go enjoy it. Go play it. It is very much worth it. I have tried several campaigns. With the exception of the Empire being the Empire, I have not walked away disappointed from playing campaigns here. They are substantially better, every single one of them, than what is on offer in either Realms of Chaos or Immortal Empires. Costine signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and enable notifications, and stay tuned for more.